To this now, a lawmaker is responding to the NBC 10 investigators reporting that exposed oversight gaps following recycling center and scrapyard fires.
We found responsibility for many of these fires often falls to local fire departments and counties after a fire has already burned. NBC 10 investigative reporter David Charns spoke with the lawmaker and the industry group representing these facilities. What do they have to say?
Well, we showed you how these fires are just a huge problem across our area. And part of the challenge is that no single agency is responsible for preventing them. But one lawmaker says his state should play a bigger role.
Burning piles of scrap metal, thick smoke, repeat fires. They are scenes communities across our area have seen again and again, with lithium-ion batteries often to blame.
This isn't a New Jersey problem. It's not even a regional problem. It really is a national and global problem.
Democratic Assemblyman Bill Moen says part of the issue is that New Jersey has limited authority over the facilities where many of these fires occur. He's co-sponsoring legislation that would give the state more oversight of scrapyards, including facilities such as EMR, which has recorded 13 fires over the past 6 years.
The state would then have the instruments and the plan in place to regulate these scrap facilities in a way where we shouldn't just assume that the municipal governments are bearing the brunt of the regulation.
This is going to be communication, this is going to be legislation, this is going to be enforcement.
John Thomas is president of a group representing hundreds of recycling and scrap facilities across the country. We spoke to him before our investigation aired. He agrees government enforcement is part of the solution, but says the bigger question is what happens to the batteries before they ever reach a scrapyard. He warns that regulating facilities without addressing proper disposal could create new problems.
So all these states pass these laws that, hey, mattresses can't go to landfill anymore, this and that, batteries can't go here. What happened at the end of every street, dead end street, you find piles of piles of mattresses. Right. So if you don't enforce that regulation or you pass bad regulation, you're creating a different problem.
Moen says the answer requires action far beyond any one town or county. He says states need more tools to regulate these facilities while lawmakers work toward national solutions.
We've been met at every step of the way by a well-funded industry that's opposing these kinds of changes.
Now, Moen's bill cleared a committee and is awaiting another vote in Trenton. EMR didn't have a comment about it. In Pennsylvania, a proposal to create a battery recycling program is stuck in a committee there. And in Washington, legislation that would create national guidelines is stalled in the Senate. For the investigators tonight, I'm David Charns, NBC 10 News.